Welcome to Spiritual Awakening. If this is your first time here, I'm your host, Serenity, guiding you through the realms of love, life, and spiritual growth. Today, we dive deep into the realm of divine love connections. Have you ever faced disappointment in love? Stay tuned as we explore how these painful experiences are not just setbacks, but opportunities for profound personal transformation. Imagine you are holding a beautifully intricate tapestry, each thread representing a relationship or an experience in your life. Some of these threads may seem misplaced or tangled, especially those involving love and deep connections. These are often our divine relationships, where we meet soulmates or even twin flames. However, despite the divine intention, these connections can sometimes lead to deep disappointment. Let's explore a common scenario. You've met someone who feels like a part of your soul. Everything aligns, the conversations, the dreams, the incredible synchronicities. But suddenly, things start to shift. The connection that once lifted you to the highest highs now leaves you grappling with unexpected lows. Disappointment creeps in. Perhaps external factors interfered, or personal fears led to actions that betrayed the initial promise of the bond. Here's where the lesson unfolds. In the reversed card of manifestation, traditionally a symbol of fulfilled desires, we see it now pointing to unmet expectations. It suggests that something significant has been delayed, or that strategies have fallen apart. The involvement of a karmic energy might disrupt the flow, indicating that not all is aligned as it should be. As we delve into this, remember, every disappointment in a divine connection serves a purpose. It might be here to teach us about letting go, setting boundaries, or even more profoundly, about self-love and respect. Sometimes, what we hold onto the tightest is what we most need to release. Consider the symbolism of the throat chakra, often associated with communication and truth. If you're experiencing blockages here, perhaps feeling unheard or misunderstood in your relationship, it's time to pay attention. This chakra's activation might be pushing you to speak your truth, to express what has been suppressed. Navigating through these energies, we come across the painful truth, a realization that something cherished is no longer viable in its current form. The upright angel of balance card now appears midway, suggesting that what once was harmonious is now out of sync. What do you do when the scales of love tip unfavorably? How do you find your footing when the ground beneath you feels unstable? The answer often lies in grounding yourself, disconnecting from the chaotic cycle of hope and disappointment to rediscover your own strength and independence. The community card, upright, signifies the importance of reconnecting with those around you, your support network, who remind you of who you are beyond this relationship. As we move towards the conclusion of this journey, the all-tied-up card, previously reversed, now shifts upright. This symbolizes liberation from bonds that restrict. It's a powerful reminder that you are not stuck. You have the choice to stay or leave. Walking away isn't a defeat. It's a powerful declaration of self-worth. In the realm of spiritual connections, pain and love often intertwine, teaching us the most profound lessons about ourselves and the nature of divine love. It is through these trials we learn not just to survive, but to thrive, transforming our deepest wounds into sources of strength. Do you also sometimes feel like the last guardian of your marriage, battling to keep the love alive amidst overwhelming odds? That's where Dr. Lee H. Balcom's Save the Marriage System comes in. With over 25 years of expertise in marriage therapy, Dr. Balcom has crafted a lifeline for those who feel like they're the only ones fighting to save their union. This system offers a beacon of hope, with actionable, straightforward strategies that don't require your spouse's participation to start making a difference. Dive into a journey of transformation to rebuild the connection you once cherished. Join countless others who have turned their relationships around and reclaimed the love that seemed lost. Check out the Save the Marriage System link in the description below and start navigating your way back to love and harmony today. Let's delve deeper into understanding the dynamics of divine connections and how they shape our spiritual journey. Often, when we encounter disappointments in these relationships, it's a call from the universe to look inward and focus on our personal growth. In the spiritual path, every individual we meet carries a lesson. Think of each person as a mirror, reflecting parts of ourselves we are often unaware of or need to confront. In divine love, particularly, these mirrors are more profound because they touch the deepest layers of our soul. It's through these interactions we are challenged to evolve, to shed layers that no longer serve us, and to step into a higher version of ourselves. But what happens when the mirror shows a reflection that's hard to accept? When the divine connection that once seemed so promising now reveals conflicts, betrayals, or unmet expectations? This is where the journey turns inward. It's not just about understanding the other person, but truly grasping the lessons embedded within the pain. Let's explore a concept often seen in spiritual teachings, the notion of soul contracts. These are agreements made on a soul level before entering the physical realm, designed to aid our growth. Sometimes these contracts involve undergoing hardships to catalyze personal transformation. When viewed through this lens, the pain in divine connections isn't merely a source of suffering, but a critical catalyst for evolution. The idea of walking away from someone you feel deeply connected to can seem daunting. It may feel like abandoning a crucial part of your destiny. However, consider this. Sometimes the contract involves the separation itself. The act of walking away can be the lesson you agreed to learn, the lesson of valuing yourself, honoring your boundaries, and prioritizing your well-being over staying in a cycle of discomfort. This realization brings us to the concept of the dark night of the soul, a period where everything you've known seems to fall apart, only to lead you to a spiritual rebirth. Many who go through challenging divine connections experience this phase. It feels like everything is lost, but in essence, it's a profound clearing of what blocks you from true spiritual freedom. In these dark nights, we learn resilience. We discover that our capacity to love includes self-love. We understand that our happiness cannot be solely tied to another, no matter how spiritually connected we might feel. This is the turning point where healing begins. Healing doesn't mean the pain vanishes immediately, but it means you start to see the purpose behind the pain. Healing from a divine disappointment involves embracing solitude for a while. It's in the quiet moments alone that we hear our soul speak. Meditation, journaling, and nature walks become not just activities but rituals that bring us back to our center. It's here, in the solitude, that we often receive the most profound insights about our journey. As you start to heal, you realize the power of detachment. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring about the person. It means you detach from the outcome of the relationship. It allows you to love freely, without expectations, without clinging to specific results. This is where true spiritual maturity begins to blossom. You learn to love the journey itself, not just the destination. Reaching this level of spiritual insight doesn't mean the journey is over. It's an ongoing process of learning, unlearning, and relearning. As you evolve, your understanding of divine connections also transforms. You begin to see these soulmates and twin flames not just as partners but as teachers. Their purpose in your life becomes clearer, and you start to appreciate even the painful lessons for the growth they spurred. Ultimately, the journey through disappointment in divine love is about coming home to yourself. It's about realizing that the most profound connection you need to nurture is the one with your own soul. This realization doesn't diminish the value of your divine connections. It enhances them because you engage with them from a place of fullness, not of need. Continuing further into our exploration of divine connections and spiritual growth, let's delve into the practical aspects of navigating these profound relationships. The journey through spiritual love is often marked by both ecstasy and agony, reflecting the duality that defines our existence. Understanding how to balance these extremes is key to not only surviving, but thriving in the face of spiritual challenges. One of the most daunting aspects of divine connections is the inherent uncertainty. These relationships can be unpredictable, filled with intense emotions and sudden shifts that can feel destabilizing. To navigate this, it's crucial to cultivate a mindset that embraces change as a natural part of growth. Change is not just inevitable, it is necessary for our evolution. It forces us out of complacency and propels us into new levels of consciousness. In the thick of disappointment or pain, holding on to faith can be challenging. Yet, faith is what underpins the journey of a spiritual seeker. It's the belief that there is a larger purpose behind every encounter and that each experience is a stepping stone to greater wisdom. Trust in the divine plan allows us to surrender control, a vital step in the spiritual path. Surrender does not mean giving up, but rather accepting that we may not always understand the why behind what happens, yet trusting that it serves our highest good. Loss is a powerful teacher. In the context of divine love, loss might manifest as a breakup, estrangement, or unrequited love. Each form of loss brings with it an opportunity to learn something vital about ourselves. What does this loss reflect about your needs, desires, or boundaries? Often, the pain of loss highlights areas within us that need healing or reinforcement, perhaps issues of self-worth, abandonment, or dependency. Forgiveness is a potent tool in healing from disappointment. This includes forgiving the other person, and equally important, forgiving ourselves. Forgiveness does not condone hurtful behaviors, but frees us from the weight of resentment. It opens the pathway to peace and allows us to move forward without the heavy chains of past hurts dragging us back. Forgiveness is ultimately a gift you give to yourself, a declaration that you are ready to heal and embrace the present fully. Divine connections often serve as mirrors, reflecting our deepest fears, desires, and shadows. This mirroring is why these relationships are both so challenging and transformative. Engaging in regular self-reflection can help decipher the lessons these mirrors are trying to teach us. Journaling, meditation, or therapy can be invaluable tools in this process, helping to clarify and articulate the feelings and revelations that arise from these connections. While the journey through divine love can sometimes feel lonely, it's important to remember the value of community. Surrounding ourselves with supportive friends, family, or spiritual groups can provide the external stability and perspective needed when our internal world feels tumultuous. Community can offer both comfort and practical advice, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. Spiritual practices are essential in maintaining balance. Whether it's yoga, meditation, prayer, or any other form of spiritual discipline, these practices keep us grounded and centered. They connect us to our higher selves and the divine, providing a steady anchor in the ever-changing sea of life. Engaging in these practices regularly can enhance our resilience and capacity to deal with the highs and lows of divine connections. Ultimately, navigating divine connections is about reclamation, reclaiming your power, your voice, and your right to peace and happiness. It involves recognizing the divine within ourselves and understanding that while others can complement our journey, they should not define it. This journey is about becoming whole within ourselves, realizing that our completeness does not depend on another, no matter how karmically connected we may feel. Sometimes, the separation from a divine connection is temporary, serving to teach us valuable lessons before a reunion. Other times, it's permanent, providing closure and the freedom to move forward. In either scenario, preparing ourselves emotionally and spiritually for whatever outcome unfolds is crucial. This preparation involves embracing whatever comes with an open heart and mind, committed to personal growth regardless of the external situation. If you're feeling extra generous and want to support our channel, consider sending a super thanks by clicking on button right below this video or the 3 dots. It looks like a heart within a $sign. By clicking on it, you can choose to make a small contribution to our channel. Your contribution helps us to keep bringing you valuable content and fuels our passion for creating. We're grateful for your support and can't wait to see your super thanks messages. Every phase of our journey, especially those involving intense divine connections, changes us profoundly. As you emerge from these experiences, take time to get to know the new version of yourself. This new self will have different needs, perspectives, and boundaries. Embrace this evolution as a sign of your growth and as preparation for whatever comes next in your life. As we conclude today's exploration on spiritual awakening, it's important to look forward with hope. Each step on this journey, no matter how painful, is preparing you for greater things. The universe does not bring us challenges that we cannot handle, nor does it deny us the joys that we are prepared to embrace. Remember, divine connections are not just about the relationships we have with others, but also about deepening the connection with our own divine essence. They teach us about the infinite nature of love, the strength of our spirit, and the boundless possibilities of our growth. Thank you for joining me on this profound journey. If today's episode resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's continue to support each other in our collective journey of spiritual awakening. May your path be filled with light, love, and endless opportunities for growth. Until next time, stay connected to your inner truth and let your spirit shine brightly.